Hi guys, welcome back to Caramia's Corner. Join me today for part 3 of my Recycled Junk Journal Challenge for 2021. Just a reminder, this is an open collaboration. If you would like to join, please do. I'd love to see your version of a true junk journal using recycled items like packaging from our Amazon orders, grocery bags, different things like expired calendars, junk mail. I have my buttons here that I have from my clothing. So there are so many options that you can use. Just make sure to attach Caramia's Recycled Junk Journal Challenge 2021 if you decide to post a video so I can find you and add you to the playlist. Now if you've missed part 1 and 2, don't worry, I'll link all of that at the end of this video. A quick recap, we finished our cover in part 1 and we also prepped our twine string binding for our 4 signatures. And the last time in part 2, we decorated junk mail envelope and created it as a cover for one of our signatures. And I showed you how to put in your signature. So I have 4 of them here. And now what we have left today is to decorate some of the pages, add maybe some tabs, and create some pockets and journal cards. So I have my buttons here. I also found this in my stash of my seedlings, and this one I can use for a pocket. It says I've had this since 2017, so definitely have to try that. I have some leftover of that Kleenex box paper. I love the flowers on that, so we'll be using that today. Also have my thread and needle. I'll be using it for my buttons. And then I showed you last time some free items you can get from your hardware store, like these pink color swatches. These cards are really fun to use for a journal card. So we'll be using some of that for our journal inserts or cards. Before we get into that, I wanted to show you, here's a piece of paper bag that I got from Whole Foods that I wanted to use. So I went ahead and stitched it. I want to include this as another page for my 4th signature, and then I have a little pocket. I had extra of that grocery little page there, added some graph paper here. So let me show you how to put it in your signature. This is the fun part of this type of binding, because you can pull a sheet out and also insert sheets as you go. So here's my front cover for my 4th signature. And I am going to put this through here. So I just simply slide it through. And I'll just lift these and then you just pull it through here. And so it gives a nice little border for the front cover. And what a fun space to journal on. So now let's see what we can work on. I'm thinking let's start with making some journal cards, and then later on let's fix this area up. I want to dress it up a little bit more. So I'll put that aside. I still have a little bit of that paper left from that paper bag. And if you've seen my video showing you, what was it? Another video showing you a little master board. I think it was my Your Creative Studio little unboxing, and I showed how to make a mini master board and cut it apart to different journal cards. That's what we'll do today. So I have a bunch of scraps that we haven't used from our previous session. So I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of create a collage, and then we'll cut it to size. And then on the back side, I'll probably add some here to create our journaling spots. So I'm going to play some music, and I'm going to get my glue stick and start creating our collage for our masterboard. Alright guys, so I have cut apart my little masterboard here, and what it's done basically is we've created several tags with these collages, and they make perfect journaling spots. You can write here. On the back, I just went ahead and glued on some of this notebook paper so I can journal on it. And then we have these other ones that you can still work on and make collages. Another writing spot here and on the back. And then here we have that calendar part, and I love that it says Earth Day. More writing spots on the back. And then this one, we have this beautiful flower and the sky in the back again, and so on. So now let's see if we can incorporate it in our actual journal, and where are we going to put it. So I'm just going to put these aside, and let's start with this pocket here. I know we had maybe we can use this one here, put this somewhere else. I'm thinking I should create a little pole so it doesn't sink in. And I see this one here. I could probably just put this on top and staple it. So let me just cut that. I'll create that little mirrors that, and then I'm just gonna take my stapler and just staple this on top. And now you have a little tab for our little journaling card. It is hard when the tripod's in front of you and I cannot see. So we got one down. I'll put that in here. We'll close that. And I know we have another pocket here. I know we had a larger card. With the sunflower piece. Let's see if that fits. That's cool. And I'll just round out the edges. Having corners here. I realized that it says sunflower, but we don't have a sunflower. Let's see, where was that sunflower page? Maybe I can put it as a little card for it here. I'll have a little tuck spot right here. Well, it doesn't have to be really quite literal, but anyway, I think it'll fit better in this pocket. We also have a little spot here where we can tuck our other one. This one will definitely need some color, so I'll put that there. We have another one back here. Let's see, maybe this one. And then we have a few more left. So like right here we have another pocket. Maybe I'll do it this way. And a couple smaller ones where we'll find a spot for them in just a few. I have this piece of paper from one of the storybooks that I had, and this was from, if you saw the second signature cover, it was from the same book. Beautiful flower there, so I'm thinking let's make a little kind of trifold little piece where we can make a tuck spot and at the same time little journaling spot there. So let me see. I don't really want to cover the flower, but it will, you can open it up. That doesn't look right. I think we'll do the opposite side so we can see the flower. There you go. So we have our first pocket here, second one here, and I could probably poke a hole on these sides, tie a string, and it can be another journaling spot inside. And I think these guys will fit in perfectly. Let's see, maybe we can add a tag on that side and put this other one here. So I can journal here, here, and on this side. So let me get my little puncher, circle little punch, and then we'll put some twine and tie that piece up. And I'm gonna use my staple just to close up these edges here for our pockets. The other side here. Have our little punch. And just line it up. And I can put a little string to give it a gate, kind of like a gate fold to our little journaling spot here, and then tie it up. Just to add a little fun element to that. So now we have our journal card here at the top. We can add another one there in a bit, and here's another little pocket for journaling and a beautiful flower. Or I can put another tuck there. But that's that. Let's see where we can put it in our journal. I'm still on the fence putting here, so I'm going to go ahead and put this guy here if it fits. There we go. You can pull that, and we'll. So I can just use a regular paper clip, and that's what I'm doing here. I'm gonna add that to that. Now that looks a little bit more connected, and I can use that as a tuck spot for another card. So next we are going to work on creating a few tabs. So some of the items that I think are fun to use as tabs are pieces that have bright colors. So I think I'm going to use this for that one. And I love teal blue, so I'm going to use this color, and I think it'll go well with our little bunny guy there. So I'll probably just use some, just roll it up like this. I can staple it, or I can use some double side tape. So let me just staple this one up. Okay, so we have our first little tab there. Let's see, like this one kind of leads to a new thing, so we can probably put something there. So I have these color paint swatches. And when I saw them, I thought, oh, I could fold it in half like this and use the color as the tabs, like so. And then in addition, I found some pictures on the actual page of flowers. I'm going to go ahead and stick it on there as a little photo of flowers attached to our tab. So just to add a little more interest there, again, I'm just going to glue that on top. I'm also going to cover this text here with something that I can write on. So let's see, the purple will probably go there. And we have our other flower here. And we are almost done, and we're going to do a flip through. I just have the front back of the cover that I need to dress up a little bit. And then we are going to see how this all looks once it's complete. So I'll put some double-sided tape on this one. So you can put it on here. This other one here. So now I just have to pick which side, oh, there it goes, goes on what side, and then I'll put some double-sided tape to hold it together. So this was fun. I just wanted to challenge myself and do something a little different, revisit something I've already done. I've done this once before, last year. So I thought it would be nice to make another one. And so if you would like to join and just try it out if you'd like, it's a great way to reuse some items that we have at home without having to buy, you know, the supplies. Okay, I'm going to attach this here. So there you go, you have a little tab. Let's cover this up. I still have a little bit more of this pink left. Trim this just a little bit. I think that'll work. Isn't this puppy cute? I'm still trying to figure out where to put him and how, if I should add him. We'll have to see. And let's not forget, another piece that we have to finish is our closure. I can easily just pick a little twine and tie it around, but I want to make something using the buttons, so let's see what we can come up with. Okay, so that's our little page. And what was the other piece? So buttons. Let's see. I saw a page here that I thought, is it on the back side? We could use. Here's the other brown. Here you go. So I'm going to pull this out, and I'll just remember to insert it back in the same spot. Let's pull our stash of buttons here and see what we can make. I wanted to create a little tuck spot. Instead of using paper, let's use some buttons. I think we'll go with the white. I think would look good because our background's already brown. So let's do this. I'll just speed it up and I will sew that into place. Okay, we got our two buttons here. I'm going to cover up this mess or just leave it as is. I kind of like that look for the junk journal feel. And we have some of our paint sheets here that we could stick together, make them double-side journaling spots. I'll probably paint pink and mint, and then you can tuck it in there. So, and then over here I'm thinking I want to add a little more color too, and we have this little sack, this net sack for potatoes. Maybe we can use it as a little tab. So I'm going to do that. And this adds some texture to your page. Look how cool that looks. We'll staple that on. So got another tab. Now let's slip it in to our journal. And I'll fix that little journal card in just a sec. And this one belongs to this spot. We have our little tab there. We'll work on those cards and stick them together. But first, I don't want to forget our closure, so I'm thinking we'll pick another button here. Let's pick that first. We have the brown one, or do we want, yeah, something big would be nice. I'm thinking maybe I'll just use a glue gun to put it on there. And then we'll attach it, and I'm going to, let's see what we can use for, so this was an elastic from one of my daughter's shoes with the tag. I think that will work well with our closure, so maybe that one. This one, it's not as flexible. And then we have to work on our side pocket inside as well. Okay, rounded off the corners of this piece. Decided to not use it as a pocket. I'm gonna cover this up. And I cut out some components from this expired little calendar page. And it had this phrase here, so I'm going to put that there. It also had this nice Monstera plant that I can add. And then we have our typewriter. I'm trying to see if we should layer those two, or should I, yeah, do it that way. So that's our little front piece. I can put something there if I would like. And then for our little card, I went ahead and glued the two together. Now we need a little something here. I don't want to see that hole. And I remember I had cut out one of these cute doggies with the flower. I have it somewhere here. Here it is. There's that cute guy. And we can put him, I think, right there. Get our glue. Glue there. And again, I'm going to be embellishing this as I go. And I just remembered I also have this as a pocket, so I'll probably add that in just a bit. And here's a piece too that I can just use like washi, just to add some color to our little tag journal here. So maybe I'll do that. And I'm just heating up my glue gun. We're going to work on the closure and a cute little dangle piece for our twine on the spine. So our button is back here. I'm gonna tuck that in. And let's see, we're gonna work on adding a little something on here just to add some fun little charm. And I found a page. Let me show you what that looks like. So I have a pair of these cute floral earrings that was from a magazine. I'm probably gonna back it with this. I'm just gonna glue that on top. Let's cut it out first. Use the leftover of that box and then use our puncher to get that image out. So I have my circle punch here. Let's see if we can get that flower out. And all I'm going to do is attach this here and here, and then we have a cute little dangle. So I'll probably use my tape. Let's put this on the back side right here. And this beautiful flower on top. So I just use some double-sided tape. You can definitely use glue. And I'm just going to cut the excess. And we have a cute, just simple little dangle there. How cute is that? You can add buttons if you would like. For this one, I'm keeping it that way. And now it's time to glue our button here. And I'm going to line it up with the back so I can create a punch for our little black elastic here. So let me get my glue stick, I'll glue it on, create a punch, and then let's have a look, see what this looks like. Alright guys, let's do a flip through. So for my recycled junk journal, I picked a floral / botanical theme. And here's our cover. We have a windowed little kind of specimen card here with our pressed flowers. For our closure, we have a button and an elastic that we used from some packaging. On the spine, we have our little paper charm with flowers on the front and back, and we have our twine binding. Our base cover is made of grocery plastic bag. We have our gift paper for ruffle. Now let's open it up. We have 4 signatures, and the signatures are made of junk mail. We have pages from old notebooks and workbooks, and also magazines and calendar. So here it says everyone has a story, and every journal is unique to the person that uses it, so make it your own. I decorated this with some magazines. We have a little flip up little journaling spot there, more spaces to write here, little journaling card here to write on. We used some of the tag from a clothing piece as a little pull for a journal card. Graphing paper. We have this cute little book page. Created some tabs using magazine pages. Here we have a little trifold with our floral page from a kid's book. I can write here. Here's a cute little journaling card. And in here we have 2 pockets. And inside here we can journal as well. So you can pull that apart. And then some encyclopedia pages. Cute little tuck spot with a journaling card to use. We also, instead of using washi or decorative tape, we use some magazine pages to create a little paper piecing and binding for our notebook pages. And then music page, here's another one there, and it adds some fun colors to our pages. So here is our first signature. Another little pocket over there, writing spot. Another tab using some of those paint swatches. And here is the back side of our cover. And in here we have a little window pocket from our envelope and a little journaling tag to write on. For our next signature, we have another children's book, and we use the potato sack as a little tab and use the staple. Here's our little seedling pocket, and on the back side we have a journaling card that we can use. Here's some old workbook pages and children's book pages, so you can pick whatever you want. And that's the fun part about junk journaling. It has no perfect requirements. So the size of those pages, the more irregular they are, the more fun it is, I think. So we have our sunflower here, and then we have our cute little journal cards we can tuck in our little button here. We have our cute little doggy, more spaces here maybe to create a collage. Here is our third signature. And I did a cutout from an old children's book and put this cute little illustration of a girl holding a pot of flowers. We have a little flip out for a music sheet. More of that paper. Here's a little kind of folder type piece in the middle of our signature where you can tuck in your keepsakes. You can attach more here to create a flip out again. And then we are coming down to the last pages of our journal, and we have this beautiful embroidered piece from an embroidery magazine. This is a paper bag, and I love the leaves for the botanical field stitched around it. Put some of our graphing paper there for writing. Another beautiful page from a sewing magazine. Here are some worksheets that I can write on. This was from a little manual I had for my planter. And then more writing spaces here. So that is it, guys. We have another pocket in the back. And I can add more as I go. And here is our back of our journal. So that is it, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this little series for our recycled junk journal. So if you'd like to join, again, just attach the hashtag Caramia's Recycled Junk Journal 2021. Love to see what everyone makes. Everyone has a different perspective, and this is just my way of making mine, and I'm sure yours will look amazing. So again, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you again next time. Bye.